Screamhaven Shorts. In Screamhaven, there's something in the air. And it's not love. Braden had never been inside his grandmother's lighthouse. She always called the top chamber the puppet room, a place children weren't allowed. The door was always locked. But when she passed away, the lighthouse became his, and with it, the puppet room. On his first night, as waves pounded the rocks below, curiosity got the better of him. He climbed the spiral iron staircase, turned the old brass key, and pushed the heavy door open. The air was stale. Dust floated in the beam of the rotating lamp. And against every wall sat porcelain dolls. Dozens of them. Maybe hundreds. Their painted smiles were cracked. Their glass eyes shimmered faintly in the sweeping light. Some sat in rocking chairs. Others leaned against the curved walls, waiting. At the center of the room hung a marionette. Its strings swayed gently, though there was no breeze. That night, Braden dreamed of footsteps pacing the circular stairs above his bed. Small, delicate, back and forth. The next night, he woke to the sound of movement overhead. Wood creaking. Strings tightening. Grabbing a lantern, he climbed toward the top chamber. The door opened with a long groan. And that's when he saw it. The dolls had moved. They no longer lined the walls. They sat in a wide circle, all facing the marionette. And in the very center of that circle was space. A space just large enough for one more. Braden slammed the door shut, locked it, told himself he was imagining things. But the next day, the lock was broken. The door left ajar. Inside, the dolls were back in neat rows. All except one. A little girl doll in a blue dress. Now sat on the spiral stairs. Her glass eyes staring directly at him. That night, Braden awoke to a pulling in his arms. And his legs. He couldn't move. In the darkness above, thin white strings stretched down from the ceiling. They were tied to his wrists. To his ankles. They tugged, forcing him to rise. His body jerked unnaturally, like a puppet. And then, a voice whispered from the shadows. Not his grandmother's. Not human. Weeks later, fishermen came by to meet the grandson for the first time. They waited at the bottom of the lighthouse, calling out, but no one answered. Confused, they climbed the spiral stairs. The top chamber door was open, swinging slightly in the sea breeze. Inside, sat a figure. Still. Strings bound its limbs. Eyes glassy. At first, they didn't recognize him. He didn't look like the boy they expected. But as they drew closer, a single tear slid down his cheek. In Screamhaven, some toys don't just take life. They take control. And they never let go.